Jackson. Sorry we're a little bit late. I was trying to get trying this new gimbal out, and we were going to go live at 5, but got busy. So we are, let me turn this around. So we are down at a little art establishment called Art 364, and we're going to be checking. They've got an event going on, and one of the friends of the channel, FF Food Truck, is here, and so we're going to get some egg rolls. I put the order in, and then there's also an elephant ear vendor that is here. So let's follow. Let's go. Whoa, let's go this way. So over here is the old armory. The National Guard. Oh, come on, stay with me. So the National Guard used to have their base here, and so for a long time, this building over here was where the Guard had their spot. The other thing is that this is actually the location, first state prison in Michigan. And so the original site for the Michigan, because Jackson's known for having a state prison. And so this is the original site of Michigan's first state prison approved by the legislature. So in 1838, this is when, so in the 1880s, 1800s, this is where the prison was. And so in the distance there, so let me see if we can zoom in. So in the distance there, you can kind of see the stone walls that would have been the outside of the prison over there. There's also some towers and stuff. And then back in the day, the National Guard used to park all of their vehicles in the yard over there. And then, so this building over here has been turned into residences and stuff. But so whoa, let's go over this way. So these repurposed buildings over here are just gorgeous. And so they've been the location of kind of a center of the art scene. The art scene here in Jackson, which is really kind of taken off the past 10 to 20 years. At some point in the future, we will go and do a hey, okay, hello everybody. I'm just noticing that the chat's taken off. I'm in some poor lighting, so but so anyways, so this Art 364 over here has a lot of shops. Thanks for stopping by, checking us out. So anyways, Art 364 also during the spring has a really cool steampunk festival. And so what they do is they set up their little gates over here, and then they'll have food vendors. I think they also have like a little coffee shop inside. So let's take a look. Bro, don't let that girl overcome your house. Bro, don't let that, okay. Eat up all your groceries. Okay, I don't get that. Okay, I missed something there. So anyways, so here is some of the businesses. So there's a Brick Street Gallery. There's a photography business, Detour Music, Hair 364, Hidden Studio. And so let's check the chat. Okay, 436 art is pretty cool. It's 436. It's 634. Okay, and so yeah, they've got some really slick things on the inside. The event that's going on tonight, I'm not really sure. My friend was here and was asked to kind of set up and do some food, but I really like the ivy on this building. It's really kind of cool to see that something like this has been repurposed. I think at one point there was a bike shop here too. But then I know when they did the Steampunk Festival 2 summers ago, there was a different out-of-town group in here working with the in the kind of like little coffee shop area. And then just I love the flowers out here. So then over this way, they have some additional space where sometimes, so they've got this little alley over here. Well, let me turn that. I'm trying to still get, like I said, I'm trying to get used to how to use this gimbal. So they got this really cool little space over here that they've done some stuff with in the past. And then over this way, they've got some additional parking, but then they've got like this lot over here to where sometimes they will do some pop-up events. So there's parking over here, but they've got this, so let me see if I can zoom in. So down here, there's an empty parking lot that was, attached to the building. And so they will do pop-up events and stuff there. And sometimes they'll have some food vendors there also. So then over here, let me turn this way. So over here is kind of like the local Goodwill Industries store and center for kind of like sorting out the donations. But like I said, the original purpose of this site was back in the 1800s. This is where the original prison was. And it has since moved out to other places around town. But so let's go see what the status of our order is. Let me flip that around. But yeah, so I think there's multiple businesses inside. I don't know if it's one of those where it's kind of like more where you work as a vendor in the retail space. And but then this space over here on the other side of the where the porch is, it's kind of like a big open space. And so during the steampunk festival, they had music and stuff going on, and it was pretty slick. This is really cool. I'll be back soon. And okay, well, hey, no problem. Like I said, I'll have this posted when we're done. But so let me flip this back around, and we'll kind of check on our order. But so FF Food Truck. Once again, we're in Jackson, Michigan, and so FF Food Truck is a friend of the channel. Her normal menu is she does egg rolls, kind of like Americanized style. I'm looking at me now. Thank you though. But she also does like loaded fries, and she does nachos. And and then she's always kind of sometimes adding special stuff. But she's part of the what we would say the established vendors in the food truck scene. So let's go over here. So then our new friend that we just met, I went and got him some oil. So let me turn this way. So we've got Annie Joe's Elephant Ears. He's over by the Chelsea area. And so if you're in that area, and this is, so basically Jackson is about 40 minutes west of Ann Arbor. And so Chelsea is halfway between Ann Arbor and Jackson. And if you're not familiar with that area, we're kind of on the, I'm losing the thing there. We're off of the highway in between, from Detroit heading to Chicago. So looks like the other vendor is showing up. This is JoJo's, Big Joe, and I've seen him. So he does Sloppy Joe's, waffle fries. He generally is, from what I've seen on Facebook, he is set up kind of on the south side. Let's flip this around and catch him rolling in. Let's get out of his way. But I like the look of his truck. Let's zoom in a little bit on that. So, whoops, see if we can get, like I said, I'm still trying to get used to how to control this bad boy. So let's pop this back out. But anyways, Soul Snatcher, hello. Bentley, hello. Tony, hey, how you doing? Janine, how you doing? Good to see you. Let's go this way. Put this back on myself. So I ordered a pizza egg roll, and so one of the cool things is that when we were chatting in the past, Cheff Jen has shared that at a previous job she was using her coworkers as a source for her growth process in developing her products. And so she would bring in some of her goodies and share it with her team and get some feedback. She's also always working on new ideas. You can find her at FF Food Truck on Facebook. She just did a little post where she was doing a poll as to asking what are people's favorite items that she makes. Is it an egg roll? Is it a loaded fry? Is it her nachos? And so depending on what's kind of on the menu, she'll rotate different ingredients in her egg rolls. She generally has about 3 to 4 egg rolls in her repertoire, and then she's sometimes rotating different items on her fries and nachos. So this is Friday, mid to late September, Jackson, Michigan, and this is an art studio that's holding an event, and so they've got some food vendors. So they're trying to figure out, I think, how to get this new guy in because there's cars parked. And no, I'm just standing here hanging out with Cheff Jen. And because there's people parked in here, and there's kind of creating an issue with trying to figure out how to get him in and out and stuff. But so this is one of the challenges that you have when you're trying to set up in a space like this, and you got a big truck and a big trailer. So there's vehicles over here to over this side of the camera and stuff. But so you can see on the menu here that so she charges $7 per egg roll. She has an all-American, which has got ground beef, bacon, American cheese. She's got a chicken melt, which has got marinated chicken and cheese. The pizza, which is the one we ordered, is going to have pepperoni, mozzarella cheese, Italian cheese. The tomato basil is real good too. That's got fresh mozzarella and balsamic. And then nachos, Big Mac style, which has got ground beef, bacon, cheese, pickle sauce. So it's kind of like what you're going to think of a Big Mac from McDonald's or something of that nature. So that's what's going on. So anyways, so I think we're gonna call it here. And thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you guys sometime on the other side. Bye bye.